you guys open the door, and hang on, let me see if I can find a picture so you guys can finally know what I've been referencing this whole time.
I know what you're referencing, and I hope the picture isn't too bad.
It's not! I'm looking for one from the first level. I can't find one. Oh well. So, you step out into... You turn out of the bedroom, and you step out into a short little hallway, and at the end of the hallway, there's sort of a big landing area. Like, not like a landing area for planes, but like a landing area as in a landing area at the top of a set of stairs. And there's like big windows, and there's a couch and a couple armchairs and a low coffee table, and there's a piano in the corner of the room that seems to be playing itself.
Ooh,
I don't like that.
it's magic! It's magic!
Yeah,
That's so cool!
Magic or something mechanical.
it's magic.
Across from the doorway you guys have just exited, there's a set of double doors, actually, that open into a office, and this one I can find a reference of very easily. Office?
What?
Through the door, you see a snippet that you see sort of a flash of this. It's a big, and from what you can see from across the fucking room, it's a big office with bookcases on either side and a desk in the middle, etc., etc. And there's also a set of stairs going down.
What is that painting in the background? I'm sorry.
Very baby.
I'm gonna say right now.
I just realized that both Ross and Gil or Trill forgot about the whole thing that they were going to trash the bedroom.
Completely forgot about trashing the bedroom. Too overwhelmed with beautiful memories.
I'm gonna say the moment they see this kind of room, Rad, who's still with Ross, hides his face in Ross's chest because it's scary.
Spooky. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna beat up whatever mean thing comes out, okay?
Don't worry, Rad.
All of y'all can roll me insight if you like.
How dark is the room, by the way?
For what?
It's actually not very dark in here. You're kind of reading the tone of the room with this
I
insight
got a
check.
6. Okay, I got a 6.
I got a 15. That's not bad.
I got an 18.
15.
Okay, so, Trill, to you, absolutely nothing's wrong. This looks like a perfectly normal, ordinary place. The rest of you, as you look around, you notice something odd. There's sort of scratches on the edge of your vision, like film grain, almost, like old movie scratches. And everything sort of has this nostalgic, golden, amber glow to it. And, like, it should be cozy and comforting, but it's actually kind of foreboding. It's weird. This place gives the bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
Like, you know the
let's
vibe
get
of a
this over with.
You know the vibe of a liminal space?
Yep.
Before they step into the room, can Mersel try something?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright.
Oh!
Okay.
Fumble!
Alright. So he reached into his hat to take something up, but instead of whatever he was trying to take up, he ends up like dropping a portable telescope on the floor. Not what I wanted. He picks it up and tosses it again, and
Fumble!
You're getting it because I haven't been reaching into my hammer space this whole time.
he reaches out he reaches into his hat again, and this time he takes out a box of heart-shaped chocolates. This time he goes red as he shoves it back in.
Oh, come on.
No.
Smiles.
Insight.
That one.
Mersel, why
There we go.
red? Are you sick?
He finally figured out what he was looking for, muttering a thank the stars under his breath. And it's something that the Chaos Fam would recognize because it's something that Sandy got him.
Oh,
Oh.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's the never-ending storybook.
It's the book that I gave you.
Yeah, and it well, it's a tricky book. I don't know, but hopefully well, would you all mind if I try and figure this room out with this book first?
I
Sure.
It's
Yeah, you can
regular
do that.
room, but I guess.
World, can I do this?
I don't know.
Go
Am I
ahead.
allowed to do this?
Go ahead.
So
Hey, Cranky,
that's
can Bob and Ross be holding hands this entire time?
Yes, absolutely.
no. He asks us the question like about the book's backstory, and the book gives like a little flutter, and the pages flutter before like it just settles on the blank pages, and he sighs.
You know what? I
I
think I
can't
can give you
believe that.
something for a 13.
Oh really?
I can give you a little something.
Oh boy.
That's a treat.
A little something
Maybe I
as a
should use
treat.
my-
I'm not
maybe I
a cruel
should-
DM.
All right. Okay. What are you giving us?
You get the name of this place. You get, see, it flutters for a minute, it settles on a blank page, and it's like, it's trying really hard. It wants to give you the answer so badly, but all it can come up with is the Painter's House, floor 3, Memory Lane.
That's ominous. Ah well, I tried.
Hmm.
I guess we go in then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Because here's something interesting about this
Let's
room
go.
that's different from the others. Floor 3 of Memory Lane is not just one floor. You have the floor that you guys are on now, which is sort of a loft area that has the bedroom, the office, and you notice as you walk in, there's a little hall that leads to a room that's lit in shades of pink instead of shades of gold and brown. Which appears to be, if the toys on the floor near it are any guess, it looks like a child's room. But then there's also a set of stairs leading downward, and you can see the bottom of the stairs. And there's no door between the stairs and the top floor, so you assume that you could just go down there if you wanted to.
Oh no.
I don't. We shouldn't split up.
We should not split up. I don't trust this place as far as I can throw it, and unfortunately, as of yet, I have not learned how to throw houses, so.
I think
Well, you can do that. We can try that doing together. We can try doing that together.
I think Mersel is gonna grab like Sandy by the hand and just like kind of also like angle himself to be next to Gil.
We can try throwing houses after we get out of here.
Okay.
If I remember right.
Anyway,
we
not
still have
not the right leverage. We need to, if we were to lift a house, we need to get like a corner or something from the outside, and to do that, we need to get out of here first.
Yeah, that's true.
we need
Yeah,
a lot of memories.
Okay.
By the way, as you guys have stepped out of the out of the bedroom, the bathroom comes later. As you step out of the bedroom, you hear a sound, and you have enough time to look behind you and see the room has gone completely monochrome. Everything in it in shambles, with cobwebs covering a lot of the corners of the room, and things that look like they've been thrown about in like a tornado and destroyed before the door slams.
Mersel flinches.
Well, that takes care of the bedroom trashing.
Damn it! I wanted to do it myself!
I'm right to think that this place is creepy, right?
Yeah.
No, it's perfectly normal.
Okay.
I
I'm
come up with
creepier.
spin up these haunted houses all the time. It's just so much fun.
But it's not normal to the rest of us, though. We aren't psychopaths.
No,
Right.
I think
Okay.
creepier.
Oh.
Alright, I think Bob, I'm gonna roll, should I roll perception or investigation? Bob's gonna be on the lookout for anything that's another, like, item memory.
You'd
I'm-
have to go
I'm
into
gonna-
you'd have to go into
What?
one of the rooms that's on this floor to be able to do that.
Okay,
Oh.
There
Ross,
is nothing out here.
in that case, Bob's gonna tug Ross's hand and go.
Okay, Ross is following. I'm guessing they're not going into the creepy painting room because rad.
I'm going into the creepy painting room.
Oh, sure.
Didn't we just say that we're not splitting up?
Wait, what?
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, we did say that
if
we
we're splitting up. Okay,
Oh,
wait,
we're not splitting
Okay, if
up.
we split-
Okay. I won't split
Okay,
up.
if-
I turn and walk
Okay.
with everyone else.
Are you guys going to
Okay.
the office or to the child's room?
Bob's gonna head to the child's room first, because he hopes that will be a little less creepy for Rad. Hopefully.
I mean, maybe we could split up if, as long as we don't go alone.
Yeah.
That's alright then. Who goes
That would
with
be
you?
quicker.
I don't trust this place, but...
True, that too.
We're
Anyway,
still with Bob and Ross, me and Sandy.
Yeah, that's Mersel.
How's that sound?
That sounds well fine.
Okay.
I mean,
Trill is going to offer Sandy his hand to take.
She happily grabs it. Let's go!
Okay, so
did I
who's going
mishear it?
where?
I mishear it. Like I heard Bob, Ross, and like Mersel, Gil, and Sandy.
You misheard.
but wait, if we're doing like an even split up, shouldn't it be Mersel, Gil, and Sandy? Because then there's Bob, Ross, and Rad.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Trill's voice. Mersel probably should go with them.
Yeah.
Me as the player,
Yeah,
Mersel
no.
make the executive decision, immimmediately go with them because they're going into that creepy
Mersel,
painting
please.
room.
Yeah, Bob's
Yeah,
gonna look at Mersel and be
Mersel,
like,
please.
yeah.
So, please.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
They need adult supervision.
Let's start with the creepy painting office. You guys walk into this office. Nothing seems amiss except there is a telephone on the desk. It's ringing.
Huh. I'm gonna go up to the telephone.
Mersel
And-
picks it up.
Hey! I was gonna do that.
He was trying
roll for
Decision.
dexterity.
and
5.
So,
So Marcel's the one who gets to have the creepy, terrifying nightmare vision. Awesome!
honestly, the main reason he chose to pick up the phone was just in case something like that was gonna happen.
So, Marcel, you pick up the phone. You answer the phone. And the people who were standing next to you vanish. The room goes white. There's a lot of that visual grain around, and it's completely white out, the same way it was in the attic. There's piles of paperwork on the desk and scattered around the room, but none of them have any visible writing. There's just slowly spreading red stains wherever you make contact with anything in this room. The door swings open, and a figure you can't really distinguish enters, saying something you can't understand as the phone lets out a long dial tone, long and low and like monotonous and yikes. And then it breaks.
Wait,
You
what?
black-
And then what? You cut out.
Then the phone breaks. Like shatters in your hand.
He stares at the hand where the phone was in. He takes a deep breath and then he turns to look towards the figure.
You don't get a chance to do that because you black out. And then you wake up.
Oh.
Back in the office, on the floor, The shelves
Mersel!
are empty.
Silly!
The floor is littered with old paperwork. The phone is gone.
Mersel, are you all right? You feel
Silly? Marcel? Marcel?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. He sits up. Yeah, and he looks completely fine. Like he's just ow. I'm sorry. I think it might just be like the memories. God. I don't
And-
remember. No, it wasn't any new memories. I don't remember anything new. I have a headache.
Yeah, and
Here, lean down so I can touch your face.
Oh, okay. And he leans down.
Gil is going to use his lay on hands ability to get rid of the headache.
aw,
No.
Gil, that's so sweet.
5 points to cure disease. Does that work? Spending 5 points of his lay on hands.
You don't have to spend points. You get rid of the headache. And you all notice that sitting on the table, where the phone was, there's an ID badge for Dodo Studios. And it has Bob's name on it. And it's whispering.
Oh, Bob! Where? Oh, he's in the other. Can I go get him?
That's a good time to cut to the other room.
I mean, I don't know. Sorry. I'm just saying that maybe if you yell loud enough, maybe they'll hear you. Anyway.
Yeah, but let me
What's
cut to
going
the
on in
other
the other
room
room?
first.
Yes.
Wait,
That's what
can I
yes,
ask something about the ID badge?
Sure, go ahead.
Does it have like do ID badges for like do the studios have like those little I don't know, those little things where you can like wear it around your neck?
A lanyard?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
possibly.
Because
We should all take a break, guys.
Oh, God, yeah, we've been going for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I think now is food break.
Yeah,
Thank
everybody,
you, Louise.
Thank you, Louis.
everyone take a break.
Thank you, Lewis.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Yeah.
Commercial break.
Commercial break.
Commercial break.
Oh, God.
It's the police.
They're after me.
Welcome.
Ma, they're after me, Ma. Ma, they're after me. Who after you? It's the bugs. The
Well,
bugs.
Okay, we'll join back up at 2:40. That sound good for everybody?
Yeah, sure.
2:40. We all join back up.
Alright.
I'm gonna vibe here.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
feed the
I
cat
can
real
do
quick. I'll
something.
be right
I
back.
can do something.
What can you do?
So you weren't here for Chaos Carol, but
Oh, right.
one Fable died for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
I was so bored that I decided to pull all of the characters in a non-canon radio show where I drilled them with questions from the audience.
I'm actually gonna go grab myself something to eat. I'll be right back.
Hell yeah, go grab yourself something to eat.
And
I'm not quite that hard to do that right now, though.
I have a Ferrero Rocher on hand, which is pretty neat.
Hell yeah.
I don't need to feed the cat. She is dead asleep on my lap.
Hell yeah. Kibi.
She's not begging for food or anything, so I think she'll be good for a bit.
She'll be great.
So,
The best way to eat a Ferrero Rocher candy is to like scrape off the outer layer of chocolate and then break the like wafer ball in two and then like scrape out the like
Oh my
filling
god.
and then eat the wafer last.
ooh,
It's
I
very
guess,
elaborate, but it's my favorite way of doing it.
nice.
I guess we agree to disagree. I just like putting it in my mouth and crunching.
Cranky,
Fair
cranky,
enough.
cranky,
Me?
cranky. That kiss. I'm just. My heart.
Hello, hey, audience. How are you feeling right now? How are you feeling right now? Do you have any questions you would like to ask?
Hello, I'm back.
Hello. Welcome back to our radio show, or whatever this commercial break is called, because I'm bored. But, Soto! Hey, Soto, would you like to tell Sandy Sweets, how are you feeling, child?
I'm okay. Yeah.
Really? Are you
Sure.
sure? Because the audience back home seems very worried about you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, we do not have time to unpack all that, especially in the span of 12 minutes. So, Ross, the mystery man,
Yeah?
the new addition. How are you feeling being dragged into all of this?
Not great, but also I can probably beat up whatever the heck is gonna show up.
Ah, a man on a mission, a man with a plan. I'm sure God finds that appealing. Hey, Bob. How does it feel? How do you feel? You've remembered everything. Well, not everything, but you've remembered most of what you've forgotten. How are you feeling?
I feel a lot
How are
better.
you feeling post? How are you feeling post redactions too?
I mean, it wasn't very pleasant forgetting everything again, but it's nice. It's nice remembering everyone. I hope I can get the rest of my memories back soon.
Would you say that you enjoyed eating a Jolly Rancher for the first time again, a second time?
Well, actually, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think so. Among
Candy is
other,
really, really good.
among enjoying other things for the first time, and he is totally not looking at Ross while his head turns into a tomato.
Oh, the lovebird. Trill travel cleft. I must ask, what do you think of the name Gil? Hypothetically, of course.
You know, if I were to pick any name, I think that's the name I'd definitely pick.
Why?
It's got so much potential.
Ah,
Especially
yes.
since my middle name is Treble.
Ah, yes. Gildy Travel. Of course.
You know,
Trill's unfortunate naming conventions aside, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good to have my most of my memories back. I'm kind of worried about Mersel though. He keeps flinching. I'm just saying my name.
I wonder. I would ask him why he keeps flinching. Maybe I should. Marcel, why do you keep flinching whenever Trill calls himself Trill? To which Marcel does not reply. He's just, I cannot say anything. But I would ask more questions, but like I have none. Audience, if you wanna, feel free. I'm like, it's a commercial break.
Commercial break. And we're in the audience void.
Rad is talking. Let Rad talk.
Rad Radio. I must say, you have a lovely voice. Even the interviewer is not going to bully a kid.
Thank you.
Right.
See, I could talk. I have a voice, and I have my dad and my other dad, and I'm really happy.
So articulate for a 4-year-old. Your father must be very proud.
I know. Bob is off to the side crying.
Also, Ross is just clutching his hat.
Cindy has her hands in
Fable. I did catch the bit in the beginning where Rad called Ross dad, but Ross just kind of let it slide because he thought that it was like, I don't know, Rad messing up or something, or mistaking him for someone.
Oh, Ross,
Your
how
dad-
do you feel about being dad now?
You're a dad.
I don't know.
You're a dad. Boogie, boogie,
You're a
Boogie,
father,
boogie.
Ross. You're his father.
Boogie, boogie.
Ah!
You are the father.
And then after that, you say, "You are the father," confetti and like flashing lights and like okay, "You are the father. Congratulations!
Woo!
Your prize. You get to be the father of this lovely radio child."
What loveliness I've come back to.
I'm so glad that I can finally talk as Rad now. I've been waiting.
Ross is
So
dad.
Rad,
Ross is
little
officially
Rad.
dad.
Yep, your dad.
Diagnose that. Rad, the audience is asking a question. Do you know how much you're loved?
Really? Ah, I love you.
Yes, you are very loved by everyone here, and including some not here. And the interviewer winks at the screen at you guys.
I love you. I love you.
Aww.
My heart is melting.
I have been waiting for so long. I've been waiting for so long to unleash the Rad voice. You have no idea.
Rad.
So baby.
Well, with Rad's
And
new
you're
voice,
killing everyone left and right.
Yep, that was the plan.
with Rad's new voice, Rad, I must ask, what do you feel? How do you feel about everyone here? And he gestures at like the Chaos Man.
Sally is strong and sweet. Gil fun. Gil is fun. Sal. Oh.
Mersel's just clutching his chest and his mouth, and he's just like hunched over it, like.
I love you.
Oh,
Trill falls over. He's dying.
roll medicine to try and like get Trill to like. Well,
Guys, we have 2 minutes left before we're on. Come on. No dying. I haven't killed you yet.
you managed
Trill
to
is
Trill.
not dying. He's pretending. God.
Don't die. Don't die, Gilly.
Hey, Trill, a very important question from the audience. I have it on good authority that you called everyone here a friend more than once.
What? No! No, definitely not!
That's what I heard.
Seriously.
I could have sworn that you called Sandy your friend.
Definitely heard, and he just
Come on, Gilly. Gilly. She goes and pokes Gil. Like, come on.
Sal drops his hat on top of Gil's head and just goes, "Mm-hmm."
There's a note that's handed to the interviewer. You've got 1 minute.
You're on a crunch now, and you hear crunching noises from somewhere in the void. Well, one last question. Not much of a question, honestly. But no matter what happens outside of this void, remember that try and remember what you all said to each other here.
Most of that cut out for me, so.
well, guess we're not remembering any of it.
Anyway, time's up.
Time's up. You hear crunching noises, and the floor below you like become jaws that like entrap you, and you're back where you were before the break time started.
Just remember, Rad loves you.
So we're picking up right where we left off. God, that was wonderful. I love you all so much.
My cat has just returned. Hello.
Hello, cat.
Hello, Link.
Okay, we pick up right where we left off, and where we left off was in the child's room. It looks pretty normal. It's got a bed in there that's sort of a combination between bed and cradle. It's like a cradle, but for a baby bigger than anything you guys have ever seen. There's toys on the floor, there's a music box in the middle of the room that's sort of slowly rotating and casting glowing shapes of suns and moons and stars over the walls. And the item that's sort of the item of interest in this room is a painting of a little boy, the same little boy from that one photo, actually, holding out a white flower.
Huh.
Is that the little boy from the photo that Mersel took with him?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But Marcel, you're not here, so you can't recognize
Yeah,
it.
I know. But, like, I'm just asking out of character.
Bob glances at the painting for a bit, tilts his head. Huh.
Do you get closer to it?
He's still holding hands with Ross, but sure.
Okay. With every step you take closer to this painting, it changes. Little by little at first. Dark purplish black curls turning into soft waves of candy pink. Skin paling, face becoming more feminine, etc., etc. Until you're not looking at a picture of a little boy you don't know holding out a flower. You're looking at a painting of Sandy with a sort of blank expression holding out an eyeball. And it's the darndest thing. This picture is so lifelike. You feel like you could just reach out and take it. And you might want to. It is whispering after all.
What voices does Bob hear?
It's Sandy's voice.
Ross, do you hear that? Are you seeing what I am seeing right
does
now?
Ross hear that?
Ross, you
Does
have
he?
no idea what Bob is talking about because, as far as you can tell, he just approached this painting and it's normal.
I don't. I mean, that sure is a painting.
Ross, I need you to do me a favor. Don't let go of my hand. And Bob is going to reach over and he's going to take the item.
Okay. Soto, I will give you a moment to tell us what memory Bob sees when he takes that in a second. But first, some things happen in succession. First, the music box starts to play. And then the toy train starts going around and around on its track. And then the light box shapes, they start to rotate. You see all of this in your peripheral.
Oh boy.
Do you turn around?
Is Bob still holding the item?
Yes.
Also, Ross is still, hopefully still holding Bob's hand.
He is.
Cool. Bob's looking down at the item at the moment. His focus is more on the item than on the music box, to be honest. But Rad, I think, is looking.
When Rad looks at this room and sort of turns around, for Rad, it stays the same. It's lively and wondrous and whimsical. There's music from the music box. There's shapes that seem almost animated. Animals leaping across the walls in shades of gold. The toy train is going around going choo-choo on its little track. And the stuffed animals are all sort of waving from where they're sitting up against the wall.
It's pretty here. Ross, look.
Ross is glancing over. I don't know if it's the same for Ross or.
It is, actually. To Ross, the only thing that hasn't changed is the picture. The picture looks the same, although for some reason, Bob has put his hand through the picture. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. He's gonna glance down at Bob. Bob?
Oh yeah, I think I think I've got something. And Bob, as he now has the item in his hand, he will now look back at Ross and I guess at the room as well.
Thank you.
The minute you look back at the room, there is a sound like somebody screaming in pain. The lights go out, the music box shatters into a billion pieces, the train derails, and the stuffed animals are absolutely decimated. It looks like some kind of wild animal went at them. And then you black out. And you wake up. You're still holding the eyeball. The room is back to normal, except for the painting. And Ross, it's finally changed for you as well, because where once there was a little boy holding out a white flower, there's the same boy on his knees crying, holding a flower that's withered and rotted and burnt.
I think like Ross's like first priority would be like to catch Bob.
Yeah, Bob kind of blacked out for a minute there. I don't think he's on the floor the same way Mersel was, but
I mean, still holding Ross is still holding his hand, so
Yeah, I think Bob is.
The whole like painting thing's like, ugh, yikes.
Yeah, Bob is reeling a little bit as he uses Ross for support to stand up.
How's Rad?
Rad, I mean, the room still hasn't changed for Rad. Yeah, it was only Bob that saw all the creepy stuff. Correct?
Yeah, for Bob, it went terrifying for a minute, and then it went back to normal.
Cool. Yeah, for Rad, everything seemed fine. The painting looks creepy for sure, but Rad's more concerned about Bob.
Oh, good bean.
Oh, Dad, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't. And he looks down at the item in his hand and just.
It's a straight up eyeball, I will tell you.
Is it like
Yeah.
Oh,
Bob just holds it out
just,
for
like,
Ross to
thinking,
see.
like, is it like a toonie? Like it's that was that in the painting?
Yeah. It looked like Sandy holding it. I
Speaking of which, Soda, why don't you tell us what the first memory associated with this is?
It's dark, and the lights are flickering and flickering and flickering. And this little girl has shadow over her face and a glowing pink eye. And she's starting along, having a big old, like a tank of what seems to be like gasoline, and she's running. And she's spreading it all around the room. You can tell she has blood dripping down her mouth. She has cracks all over her body and skin, and
Ooh.
she's smiling. Her face has a big grin, and she is laughing and giggling as she heads the way out and slowly grabs one of the lanterns that sits aside and drops it into the gasoline, letting it all light a flame as she runs out. And you can see a tree, you see a library, and it all starts burning down, and she runs. Despite the screams, despite everything, despite if there was even people inside, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's out. She is out. And she has hurt him, and she is free. And that's it.
I think I found Sandy's memory. Oh, Sandy. I'm okay. Oh,
You hear Gil and Sandy shouting for Bob from the other room.
oh, let's get out of this room for a bit.
That's okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
And is like, yeah. Let's get Sandy her thing back.
Yeah. Yeah. Bob's gonna let Bob looks a little bit shell shocked, but he's gonna let Ross take the lead now.
And Ross will. He goes over to the office with Bob and Rad in tow.
It is a mess in here.
Whoa, what happened?
What did you
Some
do
paper
here?
explode or...
I don't know.
Trill is going to turn and look at the badge and then say, there was a phone and Mersel answered it and then he fell. And
He's
then
in the
that
ground.
happened.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
You get to say
Sandy,
anything?
The moment they enter the
What?
room and the moment Bob sees Sandy, Bob is actually going to let go of Ross's hand, go straight to Sandy, and hug her.
Oh.
Okay. And she hugs back. She doesn't really understand why, but she hugs back.
I'm really glad I have you in my life.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I found this, and he holds out, and he pulls back and shows the eyeball. I think it's yours.
Oh.
oh, that's creepy.
She goes and takes it.
And you get your memory back, Sandy. How do you feel?
She stops for a bit. And she's shaking. She tries to smile, like, oh, yeah. It's okay. Okay.
It's Sandy.
Can
not.
Ross go over to the boat to Bob and Sandy and just hug the both of them?
Absolutely, he can.
He's going to do that. Because, well, first of all, whatever it was, definitely shocked Bob. And Sandy is trying to put up that it's fine. It is. Ross can tell it's not fine. So, anyway, the both of them deserve a hug.
Yes.
Yeah, Bob is also listen. Bob was already moving to hug Sandy, and since Rad is with Ross, Rad is also joining in on the hug.
Hugs.
Mersel joining in on the hug as well.
Bob will look at Gil. Trill.
Trill. Trill's going to go.
Come
and then
on.
he's going to join the hug.
Yes!
All right. You all have this moment where you get a hug. And it's good.
Excellent.
This place is terrifying, but this is good.
Yeah, so
I think let's leave right now.
You guys haven't grabbed Bob's ID
Bob's
badge.
Bob needs to get his thing.
right.
Bob, get your thing.
My what? What thing?
Look.
Hmm?
And Trill points
what
at
they were
it.
yelling about.
Oh, an ID card? That's weird. I don't remember. And as Bob picks it up, he blinks. Oh, that's right. I forgot. And Bob actually smiles a little bit because this is something that has a lot of very chaotic memories, but very good memories as well. And Bob smiles, and he will actually bring out his wallet and tuck it in its tuck his ID card in its pride and place in his wallet.
Yes.
There we go. That's better.
And you guys have cleared the upstairs of the painter's house. You gonna go downstairs?
I
Might
do
as
not
well.
be in this room any longer.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah, the kids' room was fun, but not really.
I mean,
Okay.
Mersel is lying through his teeth when he says, I mean, apart from the headache I got from being on foot, the office seems fine.
That reminds me, I'm here now, so I can roll. Bob's here now, so he can roll his insight. Let me just. That's a +2, okay. 20. Bob sees right through your lying teeth, Mersel. He's seen you try and pull this.
No, he does not, because Mersel rolled a nat 20 as well for his deception earlier.
Yeah,
But
Mersel.
also,
Yeah.
Mersel got a 28. I don't think anyone's gonna see through that.
What? He got a You gotta
He got
be
a
kidding me.
28 for
You
deception.
gotta be kidding me. Fine. You know what? But Bob doesn't believe it, but he won't question it.
Fair enough.
You
You
emotionally
guys-
constipated picnic. That was me. That was Fable saying that. Bob said nothing. That was me saying it.
Bob just gave Sel the sus eyes.
Yeah, the very sus eyes.
Mersel just smiles at him in confusion. How could you suspect him? He looks perfectly fine.
That just makes him more sus.
Are you guys heading downstairs?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
I'm probably
Bob's gonna
leading
take
the way.
Rocky back.
Sandy's
Okay.
actually in the back now.
Okay, good. That
Aw.
actually helps with something. So the rest of you make it downstairs fine. Sandy, though, something happens.
Oh no.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Can something maybe not happen? There's a thought.
You're about halfway down the stairs, Sandy, when suddenly you're not on the stairs anymore. You're somewhere else. You're not sure where you are.
Mhm.
It looks like the rest of the house, but no one else is there. The stairs are gone. It just kind of looks like a nice little coffee room. And there's somebody sitting at the table. It's a short, kind of chubby lady in a dark brown top hat and a dark brown coat. And she smiles at you, and her smile is very warm and friendly and welcoming. And she says, "Hello, I'm sorry to have to take you out of the game, but, God, after that last one, I thought you might need a chance to talk. Do you mind taking a seat?"
Okay. She goes and takes a seat.
"How are you holding up, Sandy?"
Well, you saw that, huh?
Saw it before the rest of you did. I'm really sorry you had to deal with that. Those kinds of memories, they're not fun, are they?
No. They never were.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Oh, is this? She takes out like the watch locket thing that she got in the first room, and like, is this yours?
And she stops, and she looks surprised, and she's like, "Oh, it's been decades that I've been doing this. Nobody's ever found that before. And you can roll me insight if you want."
Sure. She has terrible insight, but sure.
Yeah, you can't really read this woman's expression, probably because it's mostly hidden under her hair, but she looks surprised and fond and a little sad. And she kind of laughs and says, "It was once upon a time, but how about you hold on to it for me?
Oh, okay.
I haven't got much use for those memories anymore.
Yeah.
But this isn't about me. This is I don't usually offer deals to the little ones, but with a case like yours, I just had to make an exception. And she fiddles with her fingers and says, I know that there's a lot of things that a lot of people would usually rather forget. And that's why I wanted to offer you a chance to get rid of those ones that hurt. And she points at the eyeball that Sandy is still holding. You'd still be able to progress through the game, obviously. I'm not gonna cheat you out of your ending, but I'd take those memories from you, and you would get to move on with your life without them. I don't think that sounds like too bad a deal, do you? I just have a couple
You can
conditions.
do that?
Of course, it's what I do.
Okay.
It's what I've done my whole life. Well, this life. It's a weird situation, but memory magic has always been my specialty. Hence the name. And she laughs, and you recognize that this is Clara, yes, but this is also the same voice that talked to you over the radio. And she says, I would have a couple conditions, of course, but it's nothing too difficult. I need you to promise me that when the time comes, you won't hurt me. And in order for me to be able to take your memories, and she pulls out a little dagger shaped like the hour hand of a clock and slides it across the table to Sandy. You'd need to let me hit you with this. It doesn't hurt none. It's just a little sting, and then a whoosh, and then they're gone. And you don't have to think about him or that place ever again. Poof.
All of it?
All of it.
Wait, no, but Yuvia. There was someone I wanted to see. I don't know if I don't even think she did live through it. I've been trying to find her, and I kind of stopped.
And she kind of lifts Sandy's chin with her fingers a little bit and, like, rubs a thumb over her cheek and says, I know, sweetie. Sacrifice is a big part of getting anything we want. If you've already stopped looking, is it that hard or that bad, I guess, to not have to live with never having known?
I guess not. And everyone else seemed to like me when I was, even with a little bit. So, I'm still gonna remember them, right? Still gonna remember all of them.
Of course. You keep all the good that you have now. You keep all the good you have now. You keep them. You keep everything that they've done with you. You just forget the stuff that hurts the most.
Okay, and I just don't have to. Are you gonna hurt them?
Only if they try and attack me first. Those are the rules.
Yeah.
So while this is happening, do we notice anything?
You might notice that Sandy is frozen on the landing.
Andy?
Sandy?
And Sandy, in this sort of dream space, you hear them calling for you, and Retrospect kind of laughs and says, oh, looks like we might be a bit out of time. Do we have a deal?
Oh.
Sandy!
Yeah.
Sandy!
Yeah,
what's
we do.
going on? Sandy!
She offers a hand.
And
Sandy?
Retrospect shakes her hand. And then there's a flash, and Sandy's back in herself.
Sandy!
Sandy!
Sorry, I gotta space out. Let's go.
What happened?
Wait,
What happened?
Wait,
Let's go.
what
She
happened?
goes and jumps
Are you okay?
down towards the stairs.
Sandy, stop!
Sandy,
I'm gonna do a first. Okay, so got a nat 20 to grab her head and stop her.
What? She's jumping down the stairs. You're gonna. That's momentum. She's heavy.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Daisy!
Oh no! Oh my god, they're gonna fall down the stairs.
Oh god, you guys fall down the stairs.
It's that split second where he grabs her, and then the momentum catches up, and like he's just immediately pulled after her.
Wait, are they all falling down the stairs now?
Oh, she was in the
those
back.
two.
1d20
Okay.
plus 2. That's my dex.
I'm gonna try and I don't know, catch them or something.
Oh my god.
Yes.
6. Nope.
Ross, please
Bob's
catch
fault.
him.
Wait,
Oh,
please. Wait. I'm gonna say advantage because it is lifting. This person does not want me to have advantage.
Nope.
You all topple down these stairs and wind up in a very flumped over pile on the floor.
Ah!
What happened?
What happened?
Sandy, you froze up
Oh no,
on
who
us.
was in the front?
Are you guys okay?
Guys, look at all the pretty little stars. You see stars going around.
What happened? Sandy, what happened? What's gotten into you?
What? What do you mean?
What happened?
You froze.
You weren't.
Yeah, I was
moving.
thinking about some memories. It's okay.
What?
Can we roll inside?
I'm a roll insight.
Can
Oh
I
my
argue
God.
for advantage because Bob has those memories?
Yes.
Good.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Oh
Oh my god.
Then roll again.
Is that a deception? Turtle?
That was deception, yeah.
17.
Okay. If that's deception, I met it. I met that. I know what deception looks like, and I know it's that. Sandy.
Yeah?
Sandy.
If it's about those memories, I don't know, do you want to talk about it with us?
No. No, I don't. It's gonna be okay, though.
It's said about the memories.
What do you mean it's going to be okay?
You know, we're gonna finish the game.
We're still gonna have to deal with retrospect. That was it.
Retrospect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a bone to pick with her.
I have to admit, this does seem just like some elaborate game, and from what I've known of a lot of people, not everyone plays games fairly. For all we know, she could have a trap for us at the end.
I would bet on it.
She did call us
Maybe,
out.
maybe it might be fun, though. I mean, it's a game.
Games don't always
Oh.
have to be fun.
So far,
It's been
it's
so
been
far.
delightful.
Can we
And
get up
to-
now?
Yeah.
Let's get up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ross.
Sandy stands
Oh
up.
wait, Ross. Wait. Ross gets up and shakes off whoever's on top of him. I fear for whoever ended up underneath.
That was
Oh
me.
my god. Oh no. Sandy goes and picks up Gil. Gilly! You okay?
Yeah.
Is
I'm
Gil
fine.
just slightly flattened again?
Acme effect. Yes, he's completely flat.
I want to cast a spell.
Oh no.
I want to. Bob wants to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I don't know how good this will do. This place is probably all magic, but
Yeah.
specifically on Sandy, because that, with how this place has been, and Sandy going stock still on the stairs, that's too suspicious to not be something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you learned at School of Magic, if any.
There's no magic on Sandy.
Oh, except maybe the Crimson Band. That's
Yeah.
probably magic.
Yeah.
That.
And maybe herself a little bit because she is a sorcerer, so she has magic
Yeah, he's
in
just
her
He's looking for any kind of magic that's out of place for Sandy.
I'll tell you this. Sandy actually has the least of this place's weird magic on her out of all of you. Well, except for maybe you yourself, Bob, because you also have all of your memories back, but the rest of them, they all have a sort of glowing heart over their chest that's missing a third of it.
Okay.
Sandy.
And Sandy's heart has everything?
Yep, so does Bob's.
Okay. Listen, Fable is sus. Bob is sus.
Oh, you have every right to be sus. I'm just telling you it's not a magic contract.
Heck. Alright, there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. Fine.
She didn't make a warlock deal, she made a normal deal. It's fine.
I'm gonna look around.
Bob will sigh.
Yeah, Ross.
Bob is gonna take
wants
Sandy's
his memories
hand.
back already.
Well, I got 5.
Let's look together, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
With a 5, Gil, the most you can tell about this room, there's 4 doors here. One leads into what looks like a kitchen, one leads into what looks like a bathroom, and one leads into what looks like, what's the term? I think it's a mud room, or an entry hall.
Yeah, that would be a mudroom.
And then there's also one that's behind you, like a little to your left and behind you. Oh wait, I lied. There's 5 doors. 5 doors?
Oh.
5 doors.
5 doors.
Hang on. Okay, you went through the office and the child's room, which leaves the basement, the studio, the kitchen, and the bathroom to search. And then you have the mudroom doors, which lead to the front doors, which are the way out.
Okay. So that's the way out. Trill points to the mudroom doors. Probably should look in everywhere else.
Okie dokie.
I just realized I have not rolled.
Maybe we should keep together this time.
Let's keep together this time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, Whirl. I blanked because there was noise outside my apartment. What were we rolling for this place?
Just perception.
Perception. Just looking.
By the way, who got the 17?
It was me, Sandy.
Sandy and Mersel would got 17.
Okay, you guys notice. You guys notice that there is a sort of. No, Mersel would notice. Sandy, unfortunately, you already got yours, so you don't notice this. But Mersel, you notice that there's sort of a pull that's drawing you towards the kitchen.
He doesn't trust like that.
It's like a magnet. You know how when you have 2 halves of a magnet and they want to pull themselves together?
He listen, like, he does not remember anything related to the wishing star, so he does not have that same I'm just gonna go along with this instinct, so he's not gonna say anything.
Which way should we go first?
Oh god, Bob already got his item too, so I can't give him that. Okay, so your options.
What's closest?
The closest would be the door to the basement.
Basement. Because
are we going down the... Do we want to get the creepy basement out of the way first?
Yes, I'll go first! Over there.
Oh, please be careful.
Okay, we're going, I guess.
Okay. I'm gonna need you all to roll me dex except for Trill.
Creepy
Oh my god.
Except
Question,
for
do we see it? Do we see whatever this is?
Give me a second.
Okay,
Dexterity,
Mersel?
you say?
Yeah, dex.
Yeah, we have advantage if we see it. Do we see whatever this is?
I know.
It's not really a see it coming type thing. I'll let you know what it is in a moment.
Alright.
Okay. Also, a reminder that Ross does have danger sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, this isn't really a danger sense thing. This is a how many of you can get through this door before it slams behind you?
Oh.
Oh,
Bob is holding
that's
Sandy's
lovely.
hand. Bob is holding Sandy's hand. I just want to say.
And
say
the
that real
answer
quick.
is only Mersel.
Ah,
DC was
Oh.
18.
Oh, so it's
Oh.
Mersel and Trill immediately looks behind him like,
Oh no!
guys, are you alright?
You guys can hear each
Can we
other
hear
through
them?
the door. You guys can hear each other through the door.
Okay.
Want me to kick it
Okay.
down? I can kick it down.
No,
Sandy goes to try and kick. No.
it's fine, it's okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're
Anyway, give us a shout when we need to kick the door down because I can absolutely try that.
please be careful.
We have weapons. If we're not afraid to use them.
Trill,
Let's go, Mersel.
as you have started down these steps into the basement, you feel that magnet pull in your own chest, drawing you further down into the basement.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is
okay.
getting stronger the further down you go, until you actually enter the basement proper. And you are looking into it, and you are instinctively drawn to look to a corner where there's a small raised dais, upon which is a standing old-fashioned microphone.
Oh. Huh. A microphone. I think this is for me.
Alright.
Mersel.
Alright, and Mersel just pulls his hat over his eyes and turns away to kill the privacy.
Trill walks up to the microphone without touching it and getting onto the dais, and he touches the microphone to test it.
It's whispering really loud, and it's whispering in your voice, but it doesn't react because you're not up on the stage.
No, I walked up onto the dais, the stage, and then I touched it to test it.
Okay. In that case, a lot of things happen at once. Your throat feels like it closes up. And then there's a bright light, like a spotlight, and it burns. And you feel yourself being pushed. You feel something break, and then you black out. And you wake up, and you're on the floor of the basement. There's no sign of a spotlight, and the broken off microphone is in your hand. And you have your memories back.
And I will say them out loud. So the first memory of a stage, of a microphone, of a mother asking her very young imp son to walk up there and just give it a try. Sing. Father is watching, everyone is watching. And the little imp opens his mouth and out comes a horrendous sound. Trill cannot sing. And because of this, father turned away and told his sister, Solfa Midi Cleft, go up there, give it a try. And the sound that comes out of her mouth is like angels. And things got so much worse for Trill after that.
Oh, good. Art, I'm gonna throttle you once it's
And Gil gets up off the ground and stares at the microphone in his hand and digs his nails into it.
Gil, can I look now, or
Yes, you can look.
he turns.
just a stupid microphone.
Yeah,
Not gonna throw it. I'm not gonna throw it. I'm not going to throw it.
I think Mersel's going to come close, and he doesn't give Gil a hug. He just kind of brushes their shoulders together and goes, "It's just a stupid microphone."
Doesn't matter if I can't sing.
No, I'll be honest, I don't quite enjoy singing myself either.
Gil leans over and kind of just bumps the side of his horns against Mersel for a moment.
Mersel he doesn't say anything. He just lets Gil take all the time he needs.
Let's go back up. They're probably worried.
They probably are.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking so long. Are you sure they're okay?
We're coming. Come on, Gil. Come on.
And the door swings open when you guys get to the top of the stairs without you even touching it. It just swings open.
I'm imagining it hits Ross on the snout.
Bonk!
Oh, Ross, are you alright?
Gilly!
Yep.
Hey, Red!
He rubs his nose.
Can I hug?
You guys good?
Come here.
Are you guys okay?
Gilly and Rad hugs Gil. He's been given permission, he's gonna hug.
Gil's gonna hug Red.
Aww.
Gil is smiling, but in one of his hands is a microphone, which he's still holding onto.
Ooh! What's that? What's that?
Just a stupid microphone.
Yeah.
What's a microphone? What's a
Um,
microphone?
Nothing to worry about. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you when we get.
Oh,
Gilly, okay?
okay.
I'm okay.
Good.
Or at least I will be when I take my frost rapier and put it through her goddamn heart.
Brad just blinks up at Gil with innocent 4-year-old eyes.
Don't
Mabel!
swear in front of a baby!
Mabel, can I say that when Gil started that sentence, Mersel immediately put his hands over where Rat's ears would be?
Probably, yeah, that'd be good. And Bob, who's checking Ross's snout to make sure it's good, it does give Gil a look.
I know, but it just looked like it got... I know, I just want to check to be sure. It looked like it got a good bunk.
Mabel, Bob should be better.
I don't think I'm gonna get taken down by a door.
Well, just to be sure, and Bob, if Ross is leaning down, Bob's gonna lean over and give the snout a smooch. And kiss it better.
The entire day
Ross
I'm in the
blushes.
background.
These two are just insufferable.
Okay.
Okay.
Two more
What's next
rooms.
up?
Two more rooms and then the boss fight. We're running out of time here.
Yeah, what's next up? Next up.
We might end up going 5 hours. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, no.
3 hours. We went.
We have fun.
Mm-hmm.
We might end up going 5 hours because we've gone 3 already.
Oh,
3.5.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Okay, what's the next room?
Next room, you
Which
guys
one's
have
closest?
you have the choice between the bathroom and the kitchen and the studio. The studio is closest to you.
Let's go to the studio.
Yeah.
Off we go.
Okay, I'm gonna stop having you guys roll to find things in here. The whisper item in this room is a pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
Whose voices are these?
You don't recognize the voices.
Take it!
Mersel,
Gil's going to try to take it before Mersel.
Rad wants to go for it because Rad is still hugging. Rad is still hugging. So Rad, what should I wait? What should I roll?
Dexterity.
Oh my God.
Dexterity. Roll dexterity.
8.
Okay. Marcel
Okay.
does get it.
Marcel.
I think Mersel sees Gil, Sandy, and Rad getting those glints in their eyes, and he immediately like snaps.
Well,
got the longest legs.
Marcel,
Yeah.
those long legs betray you because you feel suddenly very weak in the knees and very exhausted. You feel like you've had a fever for 8 days straight or something because you collapse into the chair this thing was sitting on, and you...
Marcel.
There's sort of a hallucination. You can see something standing over you. It's a dark figure, and it's terrifying. You can't even see its face, but you are terrified of this thing. And you hear the memory, but you don't see it. And you hear... Excuse me. You hear a voice. Arian, I don't want to do this, but please, I love you, but I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I can't do this. Stop making it harder. I'm not ready to go yet. Please, will you just let me make this easier on both of us? And then the memory fades as this figure sets a hand on your shoulder and you feel frigid cold. And then you wake up.
I'm just gonna casually. All right, that's a 23. He wakes up from that, and he immediately pushes himself off the chair and was like, "Oh, that's a trip."
Marcel.
You know what?
No, I'm just not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna
You know
try.
what? I will say,
I'm not
My
gonna get it.
-1.
Damn it!
you know what? I will say something.
All
I'm
right.
going to give a +5 and advantage to Soto and Hart. Because you guys have both interacted with these kinds of memories before, and you know how violent they can be.
The only one who reached was Sandy. You're the only one who notices that Mersel has a very specific thing. He likes playing with his sleeves whenever he's nervous or like jittery or shaken.
So you're not okay.
No,
You're playing with your sleeves. I know what that means.
I'm not. And he snaps his hands off from his sleeve and like puts the pocket watch that he grabbed into his pocket. It's fine, honestly.
No, it's not. I know how they are.
Sandy, it's okay. We'll
Marcel.
yes.
You know. And Gil is going to come over and step on Marcel's foot.
Yeah! Yes!
Ow! And look straight up into Marcel's face and narrow his eyes and go, "Really?
It's nothing.
No, it's not nothing. It's
It
not nothing.
It wasn't as bad as early.
Earlier? Maybe you should
No.
do things all by yourself."
Actually, I think we had what? I think we still have Ross's and mine's items stuff. Let's go look for those.
Marcel.
I live with you.
So,
I know. And I live with you. You're gonna tell me.
Sandy.
You know what? Let's go get those memories. Maybe then Marcel will remember not to lie to his friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Bob.
Let's go, Bob.
Bob's watched this, and he's familiar with the emotional constipation that is Mersel, and he looks a bit cross and offended, quite frankly.
Sandy takes Marcel's hand and she has it tightly and then starts dragging him along.
All right,
Gil's
we're
gonna-
going to the
Yep. Where are we going?
we're going to the kitchen to get Marcel's memory.
How
No.
do you know? How did you know memories? Well, I suppose that makes sense.
Mersel, it's a kitchen.
And Bob will softly look at Ross, and then I promise we'll get yours right after.
We're not going anywhere without it anyway, so.
Actually, Soto, is Sandy dragging like Mersel along like at the front of the pack?
More in the middle.
Alright then. Never mind.
Gil stomped off, so he's probably going first again.
Okay. Gil, you enter the kitchen. And it looks like a normal kitchen. And then you look over to one side, and there's a cupboard or a pantry. And it's open, but it's pitch black inside.
I'm gonna immediately enter.
The pantry or the kitchen?
Let's go.
The pantry.
The pantry!
Oh,
Okay. Gil, as you step further into this dark space,
Just a second. I imagine Gil is very familiar with climbing into pantries.
I mean, Gil,
Cupboards, pantries, dark spaces. Yeah, he's very familiar with all of that.
I mean, Gil did basically live in Marcel's cabinet for an entire week.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking about.
It's really
Okay.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Anyways,
I
go
just wanted
ahead.
to point it out.
anyways.
as you're going through this pantry, there's a spot of light. And it goes way deeper than you think a pantry should probably be able to, because you are something of a cupboard connoisseur, if you will. This is not your usual...
I mean, I don't really actually have any sort of, like, frame of reference for pantries.
I mean, he was with Bob in Bob's luggage like during the entire time before No Man's, right? He could have probably like sneaked into the pantry to get food.
Right, that's fair. Never mind, go ahead.
So you're going deeper and deeper into this pantry that seems like it should not be able to go this deep. And eventually, you're sitting in front of a whisper item that sounds like Mersel.
I'm going to immediately pick it up.
It's a little pin shaped like the sigil of the wishing star.
Oh. Be very careful as I pick it up. Because this is something precious for Mersel.
Aww.
Oh, that's soft. Okay.
Good.
Everybody who's out in the... Okay, first off, Gil, you pick this up. The whispering gets really loud, and then you pass out.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Everybody
and
who's...
me clattering to the floor.
Yeah, you
He's
fall...
wearing armor.
you fall to your knees, and you pass out for a minute, and you're outside the pantry again. You're kneeling on the floor in the kitchen. And everybody who's in the kitchen can watch as this painting that was on the wall across from where the pantry is. This painting of a bunch of fruit and bread and meats and whatnot. Everything in the basket rots. And there was fruit in baskets around the kitchen. And all of that rots too.
Gil? Are you alright?
Gilly?
Gil?
Vamp, what does Gil see?
Yeah. Tell us, Vamp.
Then. Alright, Gil, you see yourself, but not. You're seeing through someone's eyes, but it's not you. You've never been this tall. You've never been this tall, and you've never seen a place like this before. It looks like a chapel or a church or maybe a cathedral. Stained glass windows loom around you, and you can hear the quiet. You can hear the quiet, almost undecipherable noise of people singing like a hymn, and you can see benches like this. Does look like a church. If you crane your neck just a little and looked at the roof, you can see stained glass too, depicting beautiful scenes that you can vaguely remember but can't quite recognize in this dreamlike memory state. And you're sleeping on one of the benches in this church when you feel a hand shaking your shoulder. And you look up and you see a tune, as if not. You can't grab you can't really say anything about her. You see her, but you can't really decipher any details about her. And she asks you what you're doing, and she's so nice, and she treats you so sweetly, and you tell her, you talk, you both just talk and talk and talk, and you tell her everything. Words just stream from your mouth. Everything that you know, you tell her. And at the end of it, she smiles at you, and you finally see the light emanating from behind her head, and the way she aligns perfectly with the stained glass window in the front of the church. That stained glass window depicting the wishing star. And she offers you a hand, and you can't hear her words. It sounds like it's coming from underwater because this isn't your memory. But after a moment's hesitation, you take her hand, and you feel a burning sensation course through you before everything goes black. Gil?
Here, Mersel. This is yours.
Oh, and he takes it.
Gil's, as soon as he takes it, Gil's gonna slowly get up and go, crack, crack, crack the back. And his tail behind him lashes back and forth as he's cracking his back. That's better. Man, I really should not fall on the floor in my armor.
Sure, you're
You've
alright.
done that
Lot
a
of
lot
points.
today.
I think Mersel has regained his memories for all? Question mark?
Yeah, you have all your memories back now. The only one who is missing anything is Ross. Why is somebody pinging me?
He blinks at the signal on his hand, and then you hear him mutter a little prayer, apology, as he pins it on his chest again, where it's supposed to be, the empty space in the gap between his hoods. And then he just, Gil, are you alright?
Yeah. I'm good.
What happened in there?
It was really dark. Really dark. And then there was a light. And that pin was there, so I picked it up. It was in the... Oh, wait, that's... Where'd the pantry go?
Yeah, the doorway that led into the pantry, the door is still open, but now there's just bricks.
Oh,
Ah,
well,
you know, I don't like this place.
I think
keep going.
Let's get Ross's memory and
Let's
yeah.
I think Sal's gonna offer Kill a hand to kind of steady himself.
Gil's
Constantly just stood
going
up.
to take it. I'm gonna roll stealth.
Oh?
Oh,
Yes, I'm rolling stealth. It's a +2.
Ah!
That's
What
a
was trying to
6.
do?
Whisper to Mersel.
Oh boy, what is he trying to whisper?
Whisper, quote unquote.
Stage whisper.
Leans against Mersel a little bit. Not too much, because Gil's remembering when Mersel tried to pick Bob up earlier and completely failed at that. And Gil's gonna say, she's real pretty, isn't she?
Who's pretty?
What? No, shush.
Who's pretty?
She is he looks down on the sigil and Vakakil and says, I think she take that as a compliment. He just pulls Gil along. There's just something so viscerally uncomfortable about his little friend, like basically saying, "Hey, your deity is hot."
Your mom's saucy.
Just stops down the hallway, still holding Gil's hand.
I mean, okay, so the actual kind of feeling behind it is not, hey, your deity is hot. It's, hey, she's pretty in a different kind of way. Jeez, guys.
It's so weird.
So wait, where are we going next?
The last room.
Bathroom.
Bathroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Guess we go to the bathroom.
Let's go!
Can we all fit?
No, one more room.
I think there's only enough room for one of you in the bathroom.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean,
Rosie, you want to go?
I mean, yeah, Ross is like going. I'm pretty sure like he might have like just like gone ahead actually.
Okay. So, Ross, you wind up in the bathroom, and I'm going to say, since you've gone ahead, you've got a little bit of time to look through the cabinets, and you found your item. It's in the back of one of these little cupboards in the bathroom. It's a first aid kit. You try and get
Well,
it?
he grabs it.
Okay.
Yep. What else is there to do, really?
So you reach into this cupboard, and you try and grab it. And then from behind you, there's a very loud splash from the bathtub, which is weird, because you could have sworn it was empty.
What's in the bathtub?
Does he look up?
Yeah.
The first aid kit is now floating in the bathtub.
Okay. It looks. It's. I'm assuming it's not in the like cupboard thing. Whatever.
It has moved.
It has moved. Okay.
Soil is my power.
He grabs it.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make me a strength check.
Oh.
oh,
Ask the barbarian to make a strength check.
Yep.
After his strength
considering
check.
my luck as of.
Oh god.
not
Yeah,
bad.
it's not bad.
God. Thank God.
Okay, no, that passes.
Okay.
So you go to pick up this first aid kit from the bath, and as you're picking it up, something is dragging it down on the other end, and as you pull it up from the water, you see the water stick to it in the form of hands trying to drag it back down.
That's
And-
mine.
And the water is this weird color. It's not normal water. It's too dark to be normal water. It's too red to be normal water. But
Mm.
Nope, don't like that.
Ross,
Nope.
Ross, are you-
Nope.
you
Ross?
Can I say the others have gotten to the bathroom as well,
no,
and
the
are now
bathroom's
seeing
too
this?
small. The bathroom's too small for them all. I think we're
Yeah. We're all outside.
Is
But
Bob
you-
small enough?
you manage to yoink the first aid kit free and fall backward, and the tub is dry again.
what?
Don't
It's
like
empty
that,
again.
But okay.
Ross, are you alright?
And Ross,
Yep.
you get your memories back.
And Ross's memory is, well, you see, he had a simple job. It was, guard the door, shove away any unwelcome individuals.
Mhm.
During the evenings and nights, he'd earn a little extra coin fighting in the ring. He'd gone pretty good at it. And, well, at some point, when perhaps an individual shows up, approaches him, gives him an offer, it's a little extra coin, a little more extra coin than he'd seen in at the same time for a while. And it's a simple job. Just rough up a fella. And, well, it's easy. He takes it. And that's the memory, I guess.
That was good.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
I hope you all know that in character, even though Sal's absolutely quietly wishing they can leave already, out of character, I'm just like eyes emoji at all this lore.
I know, right?
Yeah, same. Bob, though, is currently pacing wordly outside the bathroom, fiddling his hands.
Gil is standing there and looking around.
Well, you guys know when Ross gets his memories back, because the mudroom doors swing open, and then the front doors swing open. And the sound of rain that's been sort of constant the entire time you've been here gets louder, because you just found a way out.
Gil's perception.
I love Gil.
Ross like gets up and comes back to join everyone. First aid kit in one hand.
You ready, Ross?
You good, Rusty?
Yep.
Bob
We
is going
good.
to hug.
Hugs!
Ross is going to hug back.
Yes! Good content.
Gil is going to take his frost rapier out of his hammer space.
Oh dear.
Gil is going to take his shield that Bob gave to him out of his hammer space and strap it on. Gil is getting ready for war.
Oh
Gilly.
lord.
Yeah, Bob.
Gilly, be careful, okay?
Bob is going to pick up Rad, and nod to Gil. He's following along. He wants answers.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going first.
Are you guys all heading outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
I'm going first.